Hello and welcome to the Seattle Kraken X Proximo Spirits activation presentation. More specifically, we're going to look at Kraken Rum and their sponsorship activation with the Seattle Kraken. So Kraken has differentiated itself from various other rums due to the color of the rum itself being black, and they have kind of told a story that the Kraken, being an octopus, basically inked in one of their barrels of rum and turned it black. And so we have taken this story that they have created and ran with it using the black ink motif. So going off of this black ink concept, I came up with the idea of blackout nights, sponsored by, obviously, Proximo Spirits, who are the, I believe, parent owner of Kraken Rum. And so the idea kind of goes like this. It's 5 home games throughout their inaugural season of 2021-2022. They'll be wearing black alternate jerseys throughout the games. Black rally towel giveaways will happen at every game. And each game will have a 50% off all Kraken Rum products around the arena. Getting into the details of Blackout Nights, the events will occur 5 times throughout the regular season, all home games, obviously. The effect is to black out the arena, kind of like ink in the water. The fans are encouraged to wear black, as the team will also be wearing black, just to create the atmosphere. And it kind of creates this environment that fans want to be in, where they have this tie to the team. Everybody's wearing the same color, so everyone's on the same side. Also, the first 15,000 fans admitted will receive the rally towel to wave around during the game, and all Kraken rum beverages will be 50% off until last call. Going over the details of the jersey itself, the concept you see is very similar to what's on screen. The logo is the combination of our primary logo and secondary logo from the main jersey. The parts that are the teal and blue will be turned black, and the parts that are red will be turned the teal color. The towel as well, it's not too far out there. It's very similar to the concepts you'd see around the league, such as the Washington Capitals one on the left and the Pittsburgh Penguins one on the right. The primary color will be a black background, and then the writing will be the teal aqua color. And here we have the concept for the rally towel with our main logo in the middle, the Proximo Spirits logo down in the corner, and then the Unleash the Beast slogan right in the middle. The reason for the rum being half price is because it's not an attractive commodity at arenas. The proof of this comes from a 2016 Forbes article that looked into the #1 beer and spirit drink of all 32 NFL teams. Out of all teams, only one team had rum as their top spirit. So cutting the price in half makes the product much more attractive to the consumer, and as I just said, it's not a top seller anywhere. And it could create brand loyalty for those people who tried it at the 50% price and then want to try it again if they go back to a normal game. So given that we don't know when the season will actually start due to the effects of COVID-19 on the 2019-2020 season, we are going to assume that the season will run from October to April, as per usual, and then we are going to stick the games in as followed. 1 in October, 1 in December, 1 in January, 1 in February, and 1 in March. We are excluding November and April because November is the second month of the season, and you probably have the passive watchers gone by then. And then there are only 10 days in April that the regular season actually runs for. So it's not really worth it. There are some spends that the team should avoid to make this project possible, however. In the inaugural season, the team should not, I repeat, should not spend any money on bobblehead promotions. You are a budding franchise who has just made an expansion draft, so while you will have star players, you are not going to have a franchise player. There is no need to produce bobbleheads because you are trying to promote a team, not an individual. Blackout night tickets can also be more expensive than the regular tickets, so if we tack on another 5 to 10% as to what the ticket cost originally, profits will be made. And then money should be allocated from saving in the bobblehead department and gaining money throughout the regular season to handle the cost of jerseys and towel manufacture. The promotional aspect of the event will come through TV advertising, reminders at the arena, and social media updates. The TV advertising will come through Root Sports Northwest, who is the company that will broadcast our regular season games. The reminders will happen at the arena by the arena announcer. Wear black, blackout night is coming up, that kind of stuff. And then the social media updates will be from the Kraken team themselves, and this will happen on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, yada yada. On the human resource side of things, we will need people for these events to be up and running. That means we need more game day staff for blackout nights because they will help with the distribution of rally towels. And we will also need increased security on those specific games as we will be handing out alcohol at lower cost rates. So more people are inclined to buy it, and that would lead to more drunk people. So now we're going to look at the return on investment. The ROI is a little hard to quantify because you are spending concrete money on concrete things such as jerseys and towels. However, you are receiving things that aren't necessarily quantifiable in terms of fan loyalty and brand loyalty from your consumers. You can also generate revenue by receiving the 5 to 10% increase from ticket sales, and if more than double the amount of rum beverages are sold, then you will also make a profit. So there are some things to consider here. One of the big ones is COVID-19 is still a factor. So if COVID-19 protocols are still in place in 2021, 2022, that would mean we wouldn't have as many fans allowed in the stadium as we're capable of. So that would mean fewer attendees and less people to participate in the activation. With less people in the stadium, however, we should consider placing black material to cover the seats, much like the Toronto Blue Jays do in center field. And while this isn't ideal because it takes out seats, it may also open the door for digital advertising, as it is a space that TV can use to digitally render ads during the game. I recently watched a lecture from Brock University's Michael Narain, who made the point of saying that activation is communications that promote engagement, involvement, or participation of the sponsor audience with the sponsor property. And as you can really tell, that is happening with this activation here because you're getting the involvement through the towels cheering on the team and wearing black with the fans, and the fans are also purchasing the discounted rum products, which creates fan loyalty to both companies and also brand loyalty to both companies. So to conclude, this activation should be done.